Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Division 2 here of the CSC Challenger Series, week number 4, as we bring you the first match to see who's going to get that first spot in the king seat. And of course, it features some of our Wisconsinites, right? You got Brad Gollon taking on Jayme Kopp. Mooney, I know you've played them both extensively. Tell me all your knowledge.
Well, the knowledge is going to be based on the fact that both these guys can hit the 7 mark.
Yep.
And they hit that pretty profusely. So it's going to be the battle of the sevens. I know that the years played between them is 15 plus. The other thing is you got that 9 when it comes timing for him. I see Brad grabbing that 9 on a timing shot. Could edge out Jayme tonight. That's my call.
Well, Brad was my favorite actually heading into this season for Division 2. So far, I've been made out to be a pretty smart human. Brad has the highest average right now in Division 2 at a 4.8. Jayme Kopp, though, right behind him at a 4.7. I think tonight's going to be an epic battle. Maybe we finally get that last leg decider on the stream that we have not had since Haley took over. It's the Haley curse, and there's nothing we can really do about it. But listen, both of them coming in with a lot of 9 marks. Jayme has a lot more 7 marks than Brad does, but Brad's known as Mr. 7 mark in his local league. So, man, they just played each other in a blind draw, or played with each other in a blind draw a couple weeks ago. It's interesting that Brad remembers some information about Jayme because of that, and we'll see kind of how he plays that this evening. But yeah, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. How about that, Mooney?
Well, our first player tonight, his nickname is B-Rad.
I wonder how he got that.
Vendor D&D Amusements playing out of 5-star lanes. My understanding is they've been streaming matches there for quite some time. 15 plus years on the dartboard, folks. Highest average in the current CSC at a 4.8. 738 on our all-star rank list. Throwing his shot tribal weapon 18 grams. That's Brad Gallion.
Yeah. And Brad is an extremely nice human being. He actually played this year in the men's CSI, Mooney, made the top 16 in the men's CSI as a last entry that got invited to play that morning in the men's CSI and ended up top 16. So he can definitely play with the best of them at the right times, and that's why I picked him to win this season. He's also a good friend of Doug's Sports Pub. That's where he typically plays out of, and 5-star lanes is where they host their tournament every year. So he's going to be very familiar with this area. It's only an hour and a half away from his competitor, though.
So the thing that Brad's going to have to be for tonight is knowing his opponent knowing her, is when he's on that board, he's going to have to make sure he's got that timed shot, that big 9. So then we got Mr. Fabulous. You want to take it?
Mr. Fabulous, Schmidt's Blue Water is his vendor. His location tonight is Wildfire Trails, which is a awesome little place there. Been playing for 35 plus years. Average heading into this a 4.7. 753 on the All-Star rank list. He's throwing those Red Dragon Argon 18-gram darts. And listen, he has 26 9 marks. Brad has 27. Jayme has 79 7 marks. Brad only has 69. And Jayme's played 10 less games than Brad. So interesting to see kind of how they performed tonight against each other. Like I said, they got Brad at least got some information off of Jayme that Jayme loves those 18s. So we'll see if Brad shuts them down early this evening, or if we have some other fun stuff happening. We'll see what happens, man. I really think it's going to be a close one. Mooney, who do you got this evening?
I'm going to go with Mr. Gallion. He's the one that's been red hot. We know that he has been the player everyone's talking about. I'm going to say it's only going to be a 9-7. I don't think we get the decider tonight.
Ooh. All right. Well, there is Brad playing at the All-Star lanes, or the 5-star lanes, excuse me. And it's a little yellow, but that's okay. Orangish yellow, red, whatever you want to call it. That's not actually how he looks, by the way, folks. He's more pale than that. He's from Wisconsin. Let's be honest. And of course, Jayme's going to have his location that he's playing out of that we saw already a couple weeks ago. When Jayme played a couple weeks ago, he looked fantastic. There was not a lot of drop in his game. Brad also kind of plays that consistency. So, chat, who do you have this evening? I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. But Brad took out Shay Cole a couple weeks ago to put her on the loser side, and I don't care who you are, that's difficult to do. You know that pretty well there, Moon.
Shako is always been one of my favorites all time. I love calling her matches, and you
Whew.
know what, guys, you don't want to play her. She'll get you. She'll get you when you least expect it.
Well, here is Jayme. It's almost like they're playing Fire and Ice tonight. We got Jayme with a little bit more of a blue screen. Oh, look, he's got the one. He's gotten the one too.
Go left side. There you go.
Yeah, anywhere over there would have won. Definitely, probably that might be our worst count up we've ever seen in the CSC history between the two players. But he didn't need to do any more than that. And Jayme gets the start here in the first leg. Green Bay, Wisconsin, a little north of that, and Gillette, Wisconsin was where Jayme is, and Brad is playing in Plover. And again, just an hour and a half away from each other, man.
Well, with the 30 inches of snow I heard they got up there, probably about 6 hours apart. But yeah,
that's fair.
That's fair.
No, not for these. They know how to drive in that weather. They all have snowmobiles, right?
Yeah. Well, they also got the ability to remove snow. We get 2 inches, this place shuts down.
Yeah, see, that's not how it is in Indiana. We know how to handle everything. 7-mark opening there from Jayme. He did mention he's going to be kind of the 7-mark king tonight. And Brad, first time on stream for Brad. Does that affect him at all? Do you think early on?
You know, it has, but has he been streamed in the past for other streaming outlets? CSI at the PVD,
a little bit.
was he on stream there?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know how often we featured him. Enough to, I guess, learn some information about him. Interesting that Jayme went over to the 17s when he likes 18 so much. But, you know, this is just a different beast playing here, knowing how many people are watching along with you the whole way. There's Doug in the chat. Shout out to Doug. I just think it's going to be an interesting start here from Brad. I have Brad winning as well, by the way. But that's because he's my favorite to win the CS Division 2. If I don't pick him now, like, what am I doing, you know? So I have him winning 9-8. I do have it going to last leg decider. I think that the slow start from Brad might affect him early, and he'll have to win a couple legs down the stretch to get it to that last leg, but I think he does it.
Well, these guys have been playing 15 plus each. They're going to be able to take a slow start and turn it on. They're used to having that times on the board when it doesn't quite go their way and how they can pick it up late.
Brad has a little bit of a loft to his throw. I don't know if you noticed that, Moon. And you saw that dart flight horribly into the trip 4 from the trip 18. I know that is something that I struggle with from time to time, is that more lofted throw, just because you can't rely on it to click right.
Well, when you have a lofted throw, your release might be the same, but it may come off your fingers a little bit lighter, and you're going to lose the velocity. A lot of times players don't realize the level of velocity that can change, you know, as the match progresses. If they're throwing a really hard straight on dart, then maybe their velocity stays a little bit more consistent. Maybe if they loft it a lot, but if they fatigue, they're throwing a lighter and they don't even realize it. So then you drop the 4s and then you overcompensate, you hit the 1.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we're seeing a little bit here, right? And I will say this, Alex Bellman opened up my eyes to my own throw and why I was struggling so much as we get a nice 7-mark there from Brad to stay in this leg just on the 15s, just in case. And he talks about the 2 different types of throws, right? The arc throw that a lot of shorter players do really well, and then the zip line, right? The straight line all the way through that target line. And I'm usually doing the zip line, but recently I was doing the arc throw a little bit more than I typically do. And so I'm just kind of figuring that out was a aha type of moment. Now, am I any better? No, still bad, but I'm not as bad.
I've always had the slight arc to my throw. I also noticed that I will try to zip line more on the bottom half of the board. That's not a good thing to be doing and not be changing my throw. I need to be a consistent throw every time to the board, consistent cadence, consistent release. And I do listen to Alex and a lot of that stuff. I know we mention his name a lot, guys, but the mechanics and techniques, you can pick up a few things that can assist you to develop maybe some areas you don't realize that you're struggling with.
Well, I mean, it's his job now, right? So he obviously has a lot of faith in himself to do that. And he makes it so easy to understand. But yeah, Jayme Kopp, first leg, Moon.
Right out of the gate, 4.17.
Yeah, a little bit lower than both their averages in this first leg.
It's a settled game. Yeah,
Yep.
The first two games are settled. I mean, nerves. Which one has nerves? Do they both have nerves? Did they get there a little bit late to the bar? Have they been there a long time and they're amped up to play? I mean, who knows what's going on in that first leg?
I like the Brad stays on the 20s for the first three. Tried to kill shot it right away. Gets himself a 6-marked opening. Todd Simpson in there saying, I would love to see Kopp versus Wigman battle out for the king seat. That's a couple Wisconsinites. In fact, the final four on the winner side of the Division II features either Minnesota or Wisconsin. And Dwayne Johansson, Todd Wigman, Jayme Kopp, and Brad Gollon.
Speaking of Gollon, there's that 19 to go away. Moves to 17. Little bit of a lead. Jamie's got to have to work that 18 out.
Well,
he says that's his power number.
Wouldn't that be funny if he was just messing with Brad the whole time because he knew he'd have to play in a couple weeks? And he was like, "Yeah, those 18s, that's my jam."
Right now, it looks like he's trying to weaponize that 17 with only 2, though.
Yeah, I like attacking the X on your opponent unless your opponent's already up 2 wedges and a lot of points. Because then if you 3-mark it, you're in trouble, and you only 2-marked it, and there's a 7 from Brad to follow.
I was going to say, speaking of the 7, folks.
Shout out to all the support back behind Jayme, back behind Brad tonight. Obviously, 2 guys that I've met, and I know Haley speaks highly of just how nice these gentlemen are, and I can't tell you that any different. These guys are fantastic humans. Not everyone is, but like genuinely, these guys are down to earth, nice people. So always rooting for the guys like this. Todd Wigman.
It also makes it very fun when you've got individuals who are super easy to chat with, very competitive opponents, but then afterwards, high-fiving you for things that you've done or they've done. It's a good camaraderie to develop with players. You want to be open with them.
Yeah, I can guarantee you, as we get a Maloney double there from Brad, he's getting greedy. 5.2 here in leg number 2. I think he's settled in a little bit, Moon. So now,
it just takes a little bit. I mean, it's long format. I mean, you got to put 9 wins up. You didn't lose it after leg 1.
No, you can't. And you can't think that way, right? It's one of those, especially in the CSC Challenger Series. I also like that I think Brad learned a lesson in week 1 of the CSC. Sorry. He was playing his good friend in Justin Dennison, and he was up 6 legs on him. And Justin came back. It took Brad quite a few legs to get to that 9th win. And, I think you got to sprint through that finish line when it's the CSC Challenger Series. You can't just hope to jog to that finish line if you get an early lead. And I think that's something that he can now take with him. And then last week he won a last leg decider. So in just his 3 weeks of playing the CSE, second season though of the CSE, he's gained a lot of experience that I think will help him out a lot in this match.
Also got to understand in this format, in this division, this level of players, any one of them can win. They were good enough to be here. And if you think you're going to walk somebody over, you will get surprised. 6-0 up, then you go to a last leg decider because you let off. I mean, you can't think that way. You got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, this season, Mooney, the NPR difference between number 1 and number 32 in Division 2 is just 0.89. So not even a whole mark difference there, with 30 of them averaging over a 4.
That is absolutely incredible.
And about half the field averaging more than Division 1 players this season. And that's part of it, right?
Absolutely incredible. Yep. And that's how you develop Division 1, and that's how you play the big boy CSI at the PPD Tournament of Champions. Still my favorite event at Tournament of Champions at CSI.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big fan of it all, but I love that level of CSI that we see out of these players.
Rick is asking this question. Did Brad get his throw from Matt Graff? Not quite. I do see a little Matt Graff in there, but Brad does follow through all the way. He doesn't just snap the wrist and plus, I don't know how this happens, but Matt throws the dart way harder than Brad does with that little flick of the wrist action that he has there. Good 5 mark there from Jayme. Yeah, guys,
he
chat.
wanted that 19. He didn't get it, but he went back up to point.
Charles in the chat saying, is that Bobby Exner, recent CDC tour card holder behind Brad? That's awesome if so. Again, love the support, guys, that the players show each other.
I will be playing my first ever CSC event in Toronto.
You mean CDC?
CDC, sorry. CDC. I have competed in CSC. I will be competing in my first CDC. I've never had the opportunity. I'm going to try it this year.
I think that you should.
And it's just the summer series stuff. I'm going to try to play a little bit of that. I don't have the ability to tour card with my job at the hospital.
Well, there's a big 7 mark from Brad. And Mooney, let's talk about it, right? Both these guys have a lot of 7 marks heading into this match. Jayme's been kind of the king of that. Is the person who has more 7 marks tonight the winner, or the person who has more 9 marks?
I think it's going to be the person that triples in their first 2 darts the more consistent. Because the 7, a lot of times those 7s are going to be mid-throw or opening and then triple. Having that triple on your first 2 darts gives you a kill shot. And that kill shot a lot of times might just be a single dart. And then, of course, that kill shot can be the 9, and then we'll see the big 9 run them down. But I think it's the 7 mark with the triple up front.
Well, right now we're seeing Brad do that more so than Jayme. Casey Barlowski, I lost to him for that CSC card. CDC card is what he means. Talking about Bob Exner. See, you're messing up everybody now, Moon.
Sorry.
Brad went for that double 20. I like where he put that in, just below the wire there. Jayme's last chance on the 20s.
Yeah, he's going to have to trip that 3rd dart.
Does.
21-point pressure.
Do you get rid of it right away?
I get rid of the 20. If I see a 1 mark close and I'm within 25 points, I get rid of it. But here's the thing: it'll go now.
Man,
a lot with the triple segment going well for Brad. I was getting ready to say I'll see him going to the 18s to start.
No, he can play the normal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's also hammering those 18s, right? He said that was Jayme's number, but so far he's the one that's destroying them in the first couple legs. Brad, a good opportunity here in leg number 3 to break the throw and at least get the slight lead.
Yeah, I didn't like how that second 17 went. Went back for the 18, didn't get it to collect, but only grabbed 18 points. Still has a little bit of a lead. Jayme has got to work that 17 up.
I like the pace of this match. They both have they both get on with it, right?
Yeah, we don't have a slowdown.
Well, good last.
There's a big triple in that 3rd one. No, I mean you get into a good rhythm if you're both good rhythm players, and your opponent has a good pace. You have a good pace. You can really put up some scores.
There's a good 6 mark from Jayme. The corners tonight are going to be a major part of this match. Who does better on the corners? Because a lot of times they're going to be pretty equal heading to those. I like it. He's like high ground. I'm just going to keep railing it. And he gets himself another 7 mark on there. Impressive, too, with that glitch in his throw.
The delay.
McManimal was in the chat earlier. What's up, Jeff? Good evening, my friend.
Good opportunity here to close that 16 down. Still got your 18s. What are you going to do, Brad?
For anyone that is worried right this second, first of all, you shouldn't be because Mooney's fantastic, but Will is going to be back eventually. He is not just like gone forever. I know Mooney's like, dang it. But yeah, he will be back. In the meantime, Mooney, I always love the pleasure of getting to work alongside you.
Oh, you guys do this. You guys do this consistently. I'm the hobbyist. I'm always on the call when you need me. It's always fun too because you get a different avenue when you're like right now putting together a lot. Got a lot of tournaments coming up, a lot of travel coming up. This is a good way to kind of get my mental focus too. I mean, I watch these guys play, and I'm looking for things that'll maybe help me. Maybe I see something done that'll help me. So even as in the commentary role, maybe it's not was the move that I would have made, but I picked it up from them and I tried it. I've never been anyone that likes to use the double, but I'm not gonna lie to you. You watch Maloney enough, you throw it every once in a while. I'm gonna say
he makes it look a lot bigger than it is.
It makes it look pretty easy to do to hit that double on a close shot.
Don't you dare!
But it's not something I would want to do, but I do incorporate it now.
Tim, what's up, brother? Tim Goodwin in the chat. One of those guys that is also really good on the microphone.
I think he does Monster and Phoenix stuff. Okay. I wasn't 100%. I know Porky did it.
Well, Brad breaks the throw there of Jayme Kopp and takes the 2-1 lead early in this match. It's nothing special, right? But it does give Brad a little now the opportunity to separate, right? Jayme had the opportunity to separate before this. Now it's in Brad's hands. Jayme still doesn't have to break to get to a last leg decider, but if Brad breaks again, Jayme's in trouble. And I don't mean this early. I mean like being down 2 legs is nothing, but we have seen every week so far in every match the CSC, whoever gets that first separation by 2 wins the match.
Yeah, because we usually roll into the discussion about like 7, 8, 9, and that 2-game separation comes into it. It seems like it happens every time that way.
The original Wisconsinite, Dan Levine, in the chat saying, great to see a good old Wisconsin battle going on with most of us here buried in snow. Go, Jayme. Yeah, it's been.
We had 1/4 of a slight inch.
Oh my goodness!
With thunder, and I think it melted when it hit the ground. That was our 30 inches.
Yeah, that's that doesn't count me. If it lands and melts right away, that's not a snowfall.
I did have to wipe it off my windshield wipers. I did know that it stuck on my windshield.
Bless your soul for having to do all that work. You poor baby. That being said, I'm just being honest with you. I'm the type of person that I don't shovel my own driveway. I'd pay someone to do that. Just because I'm out of shape and I don't want to look like I'm struggling in front of my neighbors, you know. It's just not the greatest. Brad, speaking of great things though, another 50-point lead here. Jayme with the 19s, the higher ground on Brad, but this is an interesting one.
He's going to have to mark that 19 all the way through. He's got 5, but Brad right here, triple, he can close that down.
And don't put it past him.
Single, he can take a look.
There's the triple. There's triple. Oh, just on the outside wire.
Yeah, I just pulled it.
Johnny, man, always wish that I was with you somewhere. Omaha. I've never been to Omaha. And did you know that Brandon Neal is from Omaha, Nebraska? Sorry, I that's the running joke that I've had for 3 years now. Ron saying holding 2 entire sets of darts would just feel off, I think. Now I got to look at what Jayme's doing here.
Oh, big on the 19.
Big 7 mark. Big 7 mark from Brad.
Gonna have to have that 16 or 15 come your way. Singles are not going to cut it.
Yeah, 5 mark's not even going to cut it right this second. Brad's throwing a 5.4.
I was going to say, but I'm currently got 17s. Do I take that quick look? No, he's going to move on. He's going to get that 51 points up first.
And he goes back to it and hammers.
And he's hammering that 17 right now.
So it's Jayme that holds 6 darts in his hand. Well, if you drop one, you don't have to look down to pick it up. And you're never walking that last dart. And I think that's why a lot of players do it.
I know a lot of them, players will hold chalk, and I know Porky holds 4.
Well, it's formations.
Yeah.
They come in a set of 4. You get 1 for free. Buy 3, get 1 free. Or as other people put it, the 4M nations.
One of that double. I was going to say, just get it closed out. 45 taking on your 51. And he needs a few triples right here. Oh, that's a challenging shot.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I mean, you make him grab the corner away from you and then go to the bull, take a dart out of his hand. Unfortunately, he goes trip 15, single bull, double bull, game shot.
That is his version of a coffin shot because it does kill him right away.
That's a killer.
Goodness. 3-1 lead now for Brad Gollon. Now there's that advantage. 2 legs up early in this match. It is still early, though. It's almost like it doesn't have the same effect to it with it being just this early in the match. Leg number 5, Brad will go first in leg number 6 if Jayme wins this, and then it'll feel like 4-3 heading into the break if it stays the score line, and Jayme's going to feel okay with that.
Jayme's going to have to open better on that 20. Brad's been really good on the 19s and 17s. Going second with the trip 19. And he marks another 7 mark.
Mooney, he's been really good on every number.
Mm-hmm. He's been hammering that triple pretty good. It's a lot of them been first dart too.
He's rolled off 3 legs on the spin after the slow start in leg number 1. Casey, I'm not sure of that answer. He said, so would him and Porky pull darts after the 4th tie on a diddle?
That's a good question.
I mean, why not? They're there.
Sure. Pressure on Jayme. Gonna have to get that triple 20.
Look at him. That's the pressure that Brad's putting on. Did you see that, Moon?
Mm-hmm.
Jayme was frustrated at a 7 mark on the 20s.
Because he had to have a 9. First start off Brad again on the triple. Oh. Almost there for the 9. I was ready for boom goes the
Wisconsinite?
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, Moon, these guys are number 2 and number 3 in 9 marks this season. And we haven't had a single one here, and we're like number 5.
Now we're in a 7 mark battle, and they both talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Brad's had the triples up front. Jayme's had them in the backside.
There's an 8 mark. An 8 mark. Haley's going to burn the flag anyway. Why not? It's just Frosty.
Haley, that was an 8 mark. To the 18s. Triple on the back end. Does Brad grab that trip 19 first dart? He has been doing it consistently.
Yes. After the 18s. He can do whatever he wants right now.
Let's see.
Look at that. Another 7 mark.
But that's a big 7 mark. That took 2 wedges and started a corner.
Oh yeah, but at a certain point after you go 2 triples that often and you still don't have a 9 mark to show for it, that starts to get in your head a little bit, and not in a bad way, thankfully. If that's all he has to worry about right at this point, he's doing something right, and he's definitely doing something right. Look at this. Triple. Oh my goodness. Well, 7 marks again. Off, though. 7.17, Mooney. This is Division 2.
And he hasn't thrown a 9.
Yes, exactly. He has 1 8 mark and then all the rest 7 marks.
That is a consistent throw right now. Kopp is battling back, though. He's got the Bulls, but unfortunately, Brad has been stellar.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't missing. 6.57. Division 2. And he takes a 4-1 lead now. He's won 4 legs on the spin. What does Jayme have to do to reel this in?
He's going to have to open better. I mean, he's going to have to stay more consistent, being out in front. Most of his legs, he is trying to get in the leg because he's behind in points or he's behind in segments. He has to get out in front and push his opponent down. He's allowing his opponent to come out front. He's opening on the 19 thing, and then that Jay will change. Brad, is that what you're thinking?
Well, if you're going to do that, you can't abandon it after the first 2 darts, right? Well, never mind. It looks like it's going to work out. Brad does get the high ground, but Jayme now with already an X on the 19s. Maybe he's thinking just a little chess instead of checkers here. Outthink him.
Ooh, only saved that last start for the close and missed. Oh, they had fortunately on the bounce out. Doors wide open. Jayme, you need to crash through. This has got to be your leg. Get that 20 close. Get some points up. Get another wedge.
Oh, look at this. Boom goes the Wisconsinite. It's just an 8 mark. Haley didn't hit it. Dang it. All right. I'm just tired of not saying it, but that was another Frosty.
That was a smashing good round right there out of Kopp. Brad's battled through, but it's Jayme's leg. Jayme, get that corners gone.
He might coffin shot.
Just need the bull.
Oh, he goes back to the 19s. There we go. Boom goes the dynamite for Jayme Kopp. I'll give a real one. There's the first of the evening, for real.
That is a stellar leg coming out of Jayme. Brad just needs to let it go, settle in for the next leg. He'll have the start. No, he won't have the start. Will he?
Yeah, he will.
He will? Okay.
Yep.
It's 2-game spread. Gotcha.
Yep, and that's that faux pas of this player advantage rule. You got to be really down 4 legs for it to really have any effect at all. 5.79. When I asked you what does Jayme have to do to get back in this match, 5.79, that'll do.
That'll do just fine. Well, he did exactly what he needed to do. Now, he started off a little bit different. Kopp maybe brought off guard, but then he got the lead, then he powered it through. He swept the 7, he grabbed the 9, right after the Bulls. I mean, he did exactly what he kept Brad chasing him. And he's going to have to do it here if he wants another leg.
Well, Brad's going to start that chase already. Another 7 mark opening, and they're laughing at him every time he hits a 7 mark, by the way, because he's not hitting 9s. Like that's the running joke that they're having at the bowling alley right now. And I think that is hilarious. Jayme fires a 7 right back.
I was going to say 7 fires a 7, 4-point spread. Each got a wedge.
All right, Mooney.
That's good.
Be honest. How many times have you rotated your dartboard?
My soft tip dartboard?
No. That's weird. Never
My
would be that answer, hopefully.
I rotate it to where every segment's completely worn out.
Well, if you want to know more, watch A to Z Darts guide on why, how, and when to rotate your dartboard. Head on over to their website at a2zdarts.com or check out their YouTube channel to learn more. And definitely don't rotate your soft tip board.
I have rotated my grand board because it fell on the floor and rolled all the way across.
That's a different type of rotation.
Oh, okay. Back to the match.
You had there a wheel instead of a dartboard there for a second. Only 2 from Jayme, and now Brad a chance to kind of fire at it.
Brad likes them 19s. He's got an opening shot here. Oh, he wanted that 17. He did get the 5. He did get 20 points. But he's made his opponent have to get a new wedge. And is this the powerful shots on the 18s?
It's a good start on the 18s. Great 7 mark.
Oh, big close. Grab that 17. I like that. My opponent's just got the 18s. Now he can weaponize it, but he's going to have to hit it hard before he can take down one of my 2 segments.
There's like kids at my door that are not my kids. No, it's actually kids. Haley just said my apartment's haunted. Don't put that voodoo on me. No, it's just kids saying hi loudly outside the door, which has never happened before. So I was just checking on that real quick, but they're gone. They gone.
Brad needs that trip 20 to fall. He wants that 18 gone.
Well.
Oh, and only going to manage 1. This is an opportunity right here for Jayme. He trips that first dart. He needs to take a look at a wedge.
Oh, that's a tough first dart.
Mm-hmm. And its location of both those setting makes it tough for the next round on the 18. Kind of blocks some shots there. 2 mark leaves Brad wide open. Triple first dart. Another big 7 mark. Now, actually, it's a big 6, but it did close the 18s. He got the point lead and marked up the 15s. Jayme needs another triple.
Not going to get it. So Brad, he'll start on points. He typically does. Oh, never mind. He'll just open up the 15s.
Well, that trip 15 mark points.
Woo. My goodness. Look at the big darts on Brad.
On 50. Good shot on the 15s. I got the segment. I got 15 points. And I swung over and through the 16s and got rid of it.
All right, Brad, 3 bowls away. 1 bowl away. Okay.
He's pretty good about marking the first dart double bowl.
Double. 5-2 lead from Brad Gollon as we head to our break, Mooney. What's been surprising so far?
What's been surprising is the lack of middle game for Jayme, but it's also been not surprising to see how triple on the first two darts out of Brad has been the decider on these legs. He's been triple on the 19. He's been triple on the 17. And he's been kill shots. He's been taking good swing shots. Goes to the 15, single mark, trip 15, trip 16. That's good consistent play out of Brad.
Yeah,
that's why we got a 5-2 score line.
I agree with you. We'll see if he can keep his foot on the pedal as we come back from the break in just a few minutes, guys. Enjoy these interviews. They're great.
I am Brad Gollon. I'm playing out of 5-Star Lanes, Opies, in Plover, Wisconsin, and the vendor I throw for is D&D Amusements. Week 1, I played Justin Dennison. I've probably known him for at least 5+ years. So to go up against him first, my comfort level was pretty high. And when I went up on him like 5 to 6, I think it was, I think I got a little too comfortable. I know what kind of shot he is, and he definitely made me work to get to number 9. I don't know how I let him that close, but he is definitely a good shot. In week 2, I played Jayme Kopp. I'm pretty sure right out of the gate, I knew she was going to be a tough shot, and I just didn't think it was going to be that tough. I mean, she was able to hit those 7s and 9s, and she took some swings that I was actually shocked at, and she would actually hit them. And my only way to answer was hitting a 9 to kind of throw her game off a little bit. Yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about Shay. She definitely belongs in the CSC for sure. And last week I played Larry Keith. Oh man, I mean, I know I started off pretty hot. I think I got to like a 3-4 game lead on him, but man, Larry, he's a heck of a shot. I know we battled back and forth. There was a lot of 5s and 6s that we just kept throwing at each other. I think it was the person that started first in that game. That was their game. It came down to that tiebreaker, and I was fortunate enough to win that cork, and I just ran away with it after that. Tonight I played Jayme Kopp. I've heard his name for a long time. I have played against him recently in the last year. We played a few times against each other. He is definitely a good shot. I know he was making a climb back into the game within the last year, and he's definitely made it. Actually, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I want to say, him and I actually got paired up in a LOD, and we ended up taking 2nd place. We got double dipped. We just couldn't hit a bullseye to put out Sean Cafflish and Doug Barry. It was a bittersweet moment, but we fought like hell to get there. And Jayme, I know when it comes to cricket, he kind of told me that he loves those 18s. I got to make sure I get those and not leave those open for him if I get the 20s and 19s. I want to shout out and say thank you to everyone that's been supporting me. The big ones that I want to mention, but not limited to. Doug Barry, he's been the guy since forever. He's very involved in the dart world, along with Bobby Opiola, where I'm going to be throwing for out of Opie's 5-Star Lanes, giving me that space to be able to do this live stream. I wanted to say thank you for that. My kids, they are obviously my heart, my soul, what keeps me moving. My new sponsorship, Evla Darts, it's huge. I never thought that in the last 10 to 15 years that I would be in the spot I am today. So a big thank you for reaching out to me and signing me on. Also, we're gonna shout out to James Mazer. He's been with me in the last couple years through my ups and downs, helping me with some of my 0-1 outs. So thank you for that. Got to go with Conrad Wood. He's the one that's giving me that nickname 7 Mark because that's all I hit when we're playing leagues. And then Travis Wilkinson. A huge thank you to you for pushing me to be my best and to actually get out of the little local community and put my name out there. And then a big shout out to one of my bigger supporters in the last 7 months, Mary Lou, my girlfriend. Thank you for allowing me and cheering me on for the game I love.
So obviously we're a darts company that sells dart supplies, and we get a lot of comments on our videos from players asking for tips on what products will make them better or fix their issues. But how much do you think products actually improve your performance?
Right, so as much as I want to tell everyone in the world, like, oh, when you first start playing, just buy these Luke Littler darts and you're going to be incredible. Like, obviously it doesn't work that way. We're not here to fool anyone. We're not charlatans. We've been around for 40 years and we want people to understand that first you just need to experiment to find something that's relatively comfortable. And that might mean just buying really inexpensive equipment. Or borrowing darts from friends and trying different shaped barrels. Then you need to fixate on your throwing mechanics for a while. So you gotta figure out how are you gonna stand, how are you gonna grip the dart, take back and release. Gear is meant to fine-tune your throw. It's not meant to make up for poor mechanics.
Hello, my name is Jayme Kopp. I shoot out of Gillette, Wisconsin, shoot at Wildfire Trails, and my vendors are Schmitz Amusements and Blue Water and BKO. Shooting Jordan Myers, it was a good turnout for my end. I struggled, he struggled. I don't know if it was me putting that much pressure on him that he was falling apart, because he did a lot of things that he normally does not do. He was swinging a lot, shooting at all different numbers when I thought he shouldn't have been swinging, but he just played really weird to me and he was not hitting, unfortunately. I wish it would have been a better turnout for us. I like him a lot, and just to play him one more time at the level that he should have been playing would have been a really good match. Week 3, I played against Jeffrey Johnson. Don't know him really personally, know him. I've shot quite a few times in 4-man against him at state. Never shot him 1-on-1. Didn't know what to expect out of him, especially when I only play him against team. Because Jeffrey he's a good shot, and to see him struggle as much as he did, I felt sorry for him because he is a lot better than what he showed on Wednesday. And same with me. I had some really good matches against him, and then I had a couple of really bad ones. But my bad ones weren't as bad as his. To beat him 9-2, I think it was. It should have never been that much of a blowout. I was expecting to go all the way with him. It was a shocker to me. Week 4, I have Brad Gollon. Young, tough kid, shoots very well. This one is probably going to be my hardest match I've had so far, my opinion. The kid is on fire right now. So to compete with him, I'm going to have to just pound as much points as I can, and hopefully he can make a mistake. If I'm hitting my game, he's gonna have a hard time beating me. If I throw my 7s like I do, I throw a lot of 7s, so he's gonna have to throw his 9s, and I think I can out-throw his 9s with my 7s. It's gonna be a battle. I think it's gonna go right to the last game if I don't fall apart. And I asked the young man to take it easy on the old guy, and he said nope, he's not gonna do it. So yes, it's gonna be a great match. Yeah, I want to thank to all the people that root for me, come down to the bar and watch. I can't thank you enough. Friends and family, the vendors that we have, and my 2 sponsors that I have. I can't do it without you, and I hope I can make you proud and keep shooting the way I've been. I'm Jayme Kopp, and you are watching the CSC.
We are back in action here, live in Wisconsin for a couple of our Wisconsin nights, and Jayme Kopp, Brad Gollon, Brad up 5-2 at this point. Mooney, we talked about legs 7, 8, and 9 being those important legs. If Brad gets 2 of those 3, Jamie's in serious trouble.
Well, Jamie's going to have to. The one leg that we've seen him win there late, he was in control. He has got to get out and get in control and force Brad out of it. He's had those slight misses, and Brad has capitalized on it. Otherwise, Jayme will be out of this quickly because Brad has been punishing him.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the same Jayme that we saw a couple weeks ago. Like, obviously the same person, but I just don't know, right? Brad is throwing so well right now, hitting those first 2 triples almost every time he throws at triples. Never hits the 9 mark though, Brad. But it's to a point where it's so much pressure on Jayme that I just don't know if he's even able to catch his breath.
Well, he's going to get rid of that 19 there. It didn't happen. But this is where Brad has been dangerous. His first turn on this leg was triple. He goes triple here. I see him get rid of that 20. He should stay down for everything. Ooh, there's a door. This is where Kopp has got to crash through. Change the dynamics of this leg. Stay out in front and get powerful.
Well, that's a good 8 mark there from Jayme. That's the third Olaf that we've seen tonight.
Only going to get 2. This is Jamie's leg. Jayme, you need to crash that 17. Take the corners. Push the bull. Get you a leg.
Yeah, he has almost can't be broken again. Ooh. Or else it's not good, you know. And even if he doesn't get broken again, it's still, he has to do a lot of work against the throw. And so for Brad, if I'm him right now, I'm like, okay, Jayme has the throw. Cool. I'm just gonna do some interesting stuff. If it hits, awesome. If it doesn't, that's fine, because I'm gonna throw with my throw next, and I know how I am at leading so far.
Nice close on the 17. Big triple on the 15, swinging over the 16. While out in control, Gollon's got the 16s. He's going to have to mark it up. You got 5, but not going to be enough.
Give you some matches that have finished up. Shea Cole is out. John Huseman defeats Shea Cole. So Shea finishes in 13th to 16th in Division 2 of the CSC. A bit of a shocking exit for her, but Huseman has been fantastic in this CSC Division 2 for quite a while. He will play Ken Rip. Jordan Meyer, Jason Calvoda is going on right now. Chris Alexander defeats Devin Hunter. So last season's runner-up is out in Devin Hunter. And Nathaniel Fowler is playing Justin Dennison right now to see who will play Jeffrey Johnson.
Game shot. Single bull, double bull. Jayme Kopp. Door was set wide open. He came crashing through. He weaponized the 20s and got rid of the 19s and started the 18s. And he got a leg. So it's 5-3. Brad needs to do the same thing. He wants to spread this out to 6-3. Get out in front, stay out in front.
And he mentioned it in his interview, and I'm just going to mention it again because I mentioned it earlier, Mooney. He's had matches now where he's had a lead, and he's gotten complacent and allowed his opponent to get back into it. It only takes once to learn your lesson there, right?
Yeah, but you can also slip back into it when you don't realize it unconsciously. All of a sudden, 1 or 2 darts don't go your way, and a little bit of frustration sets in, and the next thing you know, you let 3 or 4 legs go to your opponent. I mean, it doesn't take much. It's such it's a mental game. You just got to keep your foot on the gas. And he's slow out of this gate. He's slow out of the gate here again. So that break may not have been what he needed.
Isn't it fun for someone to be slow out of the gate and they're averaging still a 4?
Yeah,
like
you ain't kidding.
Like that's now Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series, right? If you're off, you're still going to average a 4 plus for the most part. But yeah, you're right. He has been off to start off this. But now you can take a look. He doesn't, and I'm fine with that.
He stays up there. Yeah, he needs that triple to start hitting first start. Once he starts hitting that triple first start, he'll get back in the rhythm. Jayme needs that triple here. Stay there and then take a look at that 20.
Hey, listen, let's give a huge shout out. 5 Star Lanes has been a venue that's had our camera system for quite a while, and it has been a while since we've used it. And Travis Wilkinson and Yepram, our great Yepram, we're dealing with that for about 5 hours today to make this happen. So a huge shout out to both of them for getting the job done so that Brad could be streamed here in person.
Big 7 out of Brad. Jayme needs to respond on the 19s. Needs that triple.
That's a tough first start.
Yeah, that door is wide open. Brad likes to point first.
Gina is calling me out because she's completely right. Yeah, last season was dominated by the Minnesotans. I forgot. It was 2 seasons ago with Devin Hunter and Jordan Meyer were in the finals there. I apologize. You're right, Gina. Of course, Brett and Corey both in Division 1 this season.
Oh, he took a shot. Didn't get it to go. Door is wide open for Gollon. He could settle in here. Get rid of the 19s.
Man, he is wire widths away from so many 9 marks. So many 9 marks.
Needs another.
Another wire width away. You can see the frustration from the support behind him. There's the first triple. There's the second triple.
Do we get a third?
Nope, wire width away.
And another 7 mark.
Insane.
To the corners.
Well,
These
We
guys
talk-
are definitely holding true. They are 7 marking machines.
they sure are. They at least know each other and know themselves. Just a 2 mark for Brad. Opens up the door a little bit here for Jayme.
It's a little cracked. Does Jayme kick that door open?
I think he's got to try. He did try.
Nothing wrong with that. He gets that triple 20 to fall. He's an opportunity here to change the complexity of this leg. Yeah, at least though the 1 shot on the 16. Didn't get the 2 triples to fall, but he's got the leg, he's got the wedges. His opponent's forced into the 15s. Oh,
big
there is
darts.
a challenging shot right there.
Big darts. Boom goes the dynamite. Oh, it's just an 8 mark. I got Haley again. That's the 5th 8 mark this evening. They only have 1 9.
It's incredible. This game ain't over. Oh, he took the swing and didn't happen. Jayme can try to take the leg here, can load up the 15s. Got time.
To break a throw. And he does break the throw. Needed it.
Good one.
Brings that separation to within 1 now. Still needs to break 1 more time to bring it back to even as far as can send it to a last leg decider without breaking again. But Brad, a little less in the driver's seat.
So leg 7 went to Brad, but leg 8 and 9 went to Kopp.
Yep. And we said that, right? If Brad got 2 out of the 3, Jayme's in trouble.
That's a nice start there. 4 on the 20s and the trip 18.
This is nice too.
Boom.
Boom goes the Wisconsinite. And Jayme's starting to heat up.
Oh, missed on dart 3. Didn't get the point lead, or barely got the point lead. But Kopp, he's took a swing earlier. Is he going to do it again?
Yep.
And say, how big was that roundhouse? Got rid of 1 wedge, but Brad still got the 18s.
Yeah, but now Brad's got the lower ground.
Does he take the shot?
I think he's thinking about it. He steps over. Oh.
Not going to be happy with just marking a single, but that did get the point lead. 57 won't quite get there.
Jason, I don't think that was a drive-by. I don't think that was a happy little accident. I think he into those 18s on purpose. That's my guess. These guys are pretty good. That's a miss that I would definitely do often, but some would say I rely on the drive-by from time to time to win a leg, but not these guys. Mooney, when's the last time you hit a triple on a different segment than you were aiming at that counted in cricket?
Last night.
Well, all right. See, it happens to the best of them.
You kidding? The older you get, you like them. You throw for the 19s and you grab a 17 because you chicken winged it. Well, boom.
Yeah, you don't even apologize anymore at your age.
No, you take credit for it and move on.
Like I am
That's
there.
a big round right there. There's a big 7. That was a good swing shot across the bottom of the board. That's that timing that's kind of helped Brad in the first 5 legs for his first 5 wins as he had the timing shots coming his way. He's been behind the last 3 legs, but he swung it there. He needs that trip 15 to move to the bull.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
get to go to the third dart.
All right. It works out for him, but nobody likes to burp when you go to the double. That's the one no. And that's the argument Mike makes. He is a good enough dart player to aim at the inside wire. So that worst case scenario for him, he's hitting the outside wire of the double and still getting that to count. And for the most part, he's missing on the inside if he's missing. But 525. The averages tonight are just off the charts right now for Brad. He's had 2 legs in the 3s, but everything else has been a 5+ for the most part.
He had that one leg that was over 7 until he got to the bull.
Yeah,
he was 7.17 before he went to the bull. I think it was like 6.7 and he finished
6.57.
6.57.
I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely, I could. But I said it with a lot of confidence, so you have to believe me.
Dart 1 don't go, but Jayme stays true. Triple. Guy needs 7.
All right, chat. How far away are you from these players? I'm going to guess a lot of the almost 500 watching along with us right now are in that Wisconsin area. And how many of you know both these players extremely well and really don't have you can't make a pick because of that?
Big shot out of Jayme. Got the point lead, or continued the point lead, and then closed the 19s. Brad's going to have to triple. He's weak up there. This is where Kopp was earlier, and he did a swing shot and rattled off a 9.
Okay, there you go. So we got quite a few Wisconsinites in there. Bob Wan is in Orlando, Florida, but he's from Wisconsin. Nice 7 mark there from Brad. Steven's an hour away from both of the players. Moorhead, Minnesota. Jeff's in California. Eric says shoots to the same bar as Brad every Monday. So 15 minutes. And Jason Will knows them all, or knows them both. So, and then Caleb's closer to me than either of the players, which is a little creepy, but I'll take it.
To the 16s.
Well, boom goes the Wisconsinite. Brad gets his first 9 mark in leg number 11. But he breaks that curse. Haley, it is soft tip. It counts. If it counts.
There's
Board
another
don't
big
lie.
7. Nope, that's only 5.
Ah. Yeah, Caleb, you're definitely closer to me.
Does he take a shot?
Oh, look at this. Oh, back to the 7 marks.
It's a big round. 96
Huge.
on the turn for points. Added a single 20. Jayme has to get one to fall. Needs another.
See if he takes
He
a look.
should stay up there. Nope, he takes a look. Ooh, that's awful close on the point lead. Trip 16 off Brad can really do some damage.
We'll see how aggressive he plays this. If he goes trip 16, I wonder if he goes double 20 or if he goes trip. But it's not going to matter now.
Now he's just going to stay there.
That is crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, he's all blocked out. That first dart did not fall at all the way he needed it to. Door is wide open to swing that 16. I don't hate that. 20 points is always bigger than a fat 15. There's
Man,
another 7.
just keeping them under pressure. I don't know if I can play under these conditions, Mooney, where I'm just constantly being tapped on the shoulder by my opponent. And they're both getting that now. Depending on the situation, they're both like, hey, I'm right here, by the way, just so you know. I like how Jayme rethought this, and he should point, right?
I would.
Oh, he goes
But
the
he took
double.
the double shot. But he slid over on the line to get a better angle, too. I would be afraid of the single 15 and then watching my opponent triple and then close my 2 wedges. But that shot proved to be deadly because it forced Brad all the way back to the bull.
Man, this is a... And, of course, Brad hits 4 bowls there to put pressure back on Jayme. How about this from Amanda? Amanda, hour and 5 minutes from Brad, 48 minutes away from Jayme. Husband and son have played darts against Brad and know him. The whole family knows Jayme from leagues and tournaments, which is... So, yep, she's halfway in between.
Does he got the kill?
Oh, he went for it. I still think you go right back to points.
You need
This
the
is
points.
huge.
I mean, he's got a three single darts now to finish him if Jayme has another window like he had earlier.
I don't think he's going to have another window. But if he does...
He needs that triple to fall. That changes the shot patterns. A single bull is all he needs.
Yeah.
Single bull, single 20, 2 18s.
I think he hits it.
Oh, he flew off. State of the bull.
Yep.
Neither that first dart to mark didn't go. Advantage Kopp. This would be one of those turns where I'd want to go 1080. I've got it. He's too close to me.
Well, yeah, we'd all like to go ton 80, Mooney. What do you mean this is where you'd like to go 180? Like, we know that.
Now, that turn there would have been, I want all one. I'd be 180 there, just best I could. No way you're close to me.
Oh, my God. 5 bowls from Brad.
This is another turn. I would stay on the 20s.
I'm going to make the joke one more time. Look at the big bowls on Brad. Well, it's from Pulp Fiction. When I said bowls,
Got it.
I was making sure.
Oh, God, it had to have that third dart.
But winning dart still for Brad. Double bowl
Yeah,
gives him that
double
look.
bull. We've seen him open double bull several times.
Nope.
He flat spotted it off a wire.
Still forcing Jayme back to points.
I still want that turn of heavy points here.
It's 26 points. So at least, 36 points. So still a double needed on the first dart. Oh, that's just above it. My goodness.
Yeah,
All right.
20's gone. That's a good shot there. Because he's still got to mark 3 bulls. And I got the point lead. But he's been good on those 18s. Yeah, he's going to weaponize it.
And he does.
There it is.
Little sigh of relief.
That was the turn he wanted 2 times ago where he only marked up 2 20s. But he survived Brad on not getting double bull first dart.
Well, Brad's going to ask the question of Jayme, isn't he?
He's tapping him on the shoulder, as you said. You got 3?
Huge moment in this match right here. Big dart.
Got to mark double. Pressure on. Unfortunately, that one can get in your head, that spot right there. Great timing for Brad.
Oh, what a first dart, too. And second dart, he overdoes it. 4-3-6. And he was on bowls for about half of that match, or that leg. Wins it on the bowls completely. And I don't care who you are, Mooney. If you have two big houses and your opponent is only on bowls and you end up losing that leg, it is inside your head, right? Like, that's a horrible way to lose.
You are never out of the game, and Brad stayed true. He didn't give it up. And he was able to catch 2 round mistakes and was able to capture the lead and then capture the game.
Well, Jayme might be over it already.
Down 7-4. He needs this leg to come his way. He's got to start. He needs to power through it again and just hold it. Seven followed by 7.
My, oh my. Folks, how are you not entertained by this Division II matchup? I remember like seasons 1 and 2 of Division II, and there's no offense to whoever played in that, but the level has just skyrocketed, comparatively speaking, to where we're seeing a lot of Division I averages out of these Division II players almost every stream that we feature, including some players end up averaging a 5 for the entire season. It's spectacular to see, and to see the players grow in those regards, right? It's just incredible. And someone in the chat asked, what do you think the average is going to go to in the CSC to even be able to be invited? And I know that there is some behind the scenes stuff going on to where potentially the format of this wonderful series will be possibly changing up a little bit. So stay tuned for that. But this season it was a 4.42. And by the way, that 4.42, that's Todd Wigman, who's still in the top 4 side of the winners. Todd Wigman came into the season as the lowest average in Division II. And he's 1 match away from the King Seat match.
Averages don't matter. Experience matters. Gameplays matters. Pressure matters. Now then again, I could carry my little average up against Skates and I might get a leg or two, but his overall powerful game with average would beat me. But for the most part, these guys are 0.8 apart from their averages. This is all about skill. This is all about determination. This is all about experience. And at the end, nervous. Who's nervous? Who's not? He's at 17. Goodbye. Does he swing the corners?
Yep.
Another 7. Well, that's a 6, but I mean, you get the gist.
Yeah, a little trip for dub there. Brad probably going to 9 mark the 16s just for funsies. Oh, 7 marks them, of course. Yeah, Ross, reminding you that timing is also important in this, and you are absolutely right.
Oh, 100%.
Especially in cricket.
Dang right it is. The timing shots.
Oh, boy. We've seen this story play out before in the last leg. Jayme with 2 wedges. Brad going to the bowl and hitting the double on the first dart.
Oh, he bounced out on the second. Got to reset. Not real happy with that second dart.
Well, yeah, he missed the bowl.
Closed.
Terrible.
Jayme going to take the challenging shots now? Or is he going to try to put more points up?
I think you go after it here, yeah.
As in say, he let it slide last time. Yeah, go up, grab that 18.
Yep. Lesson learned from the previous experience, but Brad winning darts again. Not anymore, but can get back that point lead. And of course he does with a double. And man, it's doing this again. We're doing this again, Moon.
You're gonna have to have that 18 go.
Then go right at the bull.
Kill that bull.
Yep. That is a lesson learned from the last leg. Does not even allow the opportunity for Brad to get momentum on those bulls, and 7-5 now. The unfortunate thing is that there's still Brad going first here. Brad's only 2 legs away from the title, title tonight. We've seen weirder stuff happen, of course. We've definitely seen a 7-5 match go the distance. But man, the way Brad's playing right now, it's hard to see him not getting the job done unless Jayme just catches major fire here. So in jest at the beginning of this stream, Mooney, I said that you knew both of these players extremely well. You had never played them before, never seen them play before. What are your thoughts at this point now?
Very, very consistent players. Both of them have had their moments when I could see frustrations, but for the most part, they're very professional, very solid players. Very hard to beat, very hard to compete with. I guarantee you they're fantastic doubles partners, is the way they know the game.
Yeah, could you imagine playing both these guys?
No. I would definitely need that. Boom.
Goes the Wisconsin night. Boom. Goes the Wisconsin night.
I would definitely need to incorporate. I would want to play them, but I'd want my son-in-law with me.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
I would definitely need him.
I mean, just to up the hair part of the game, you know.
Just the hair portion alone.
You guys would have the best hair.
Smashing good time on the 19s. Take a look at the 20s. Kopp way out in front. Gollon's going to have to get that 20 to mark.
Trying to cop this leg. Make it 7-6. To use the lingo of the youths.
He'll probably go ahead and close it now. Does he swing to the 18 or go back to the 19? Yeah,
19.
Smart dart right there. That's smart dart. 161 up. He don't have any wedges. He's going to have to work that 18 pretty hard. I need to stay controlled. I need to be out in front.
There's some people that are going to be annoyed by the pointing aspect of this, right? But we know better at this point in time.
At this level, if you're annoyed by points, you're on the wrong level, because this game is about how you combat the points or how you apply pressure with points.
And if you're losing 7-5 and you know you have to win the next couple legs, you cannot lose this match or this leg with more points than your opponent. That's just not how this game works. So never a bad thing, especially when Brad does this all over and over again. Boom goes the Wisconsinite. They both have 9 marks in this leg.
With a 200-point cap, a lot of 9 marks are going to get you pretty close. So you're going to have to stay out there. But as soon as you try to, here comes another one, another big 7. As soon as you try to spread out with more points, your opponent comes right back with you. You have to think, when do I close and how far out in front do I need to stay in points? And these guys have been playing each other extremely close tonight. Like, their point spreads have not been that great. Maybe a couple legs where one of them was well out in front. But for the most part, either one of them can swing the leg back their way just because of how they're playing against each other.
Yeah, they're consistently keeping pressure on each other, right? And those 7 marks do that.
Back and forth, back and forth.
7 marks for dough, 9 marks for show. Right now, they both are shooting a lot of dough shots.
Ooh, did not need that door opening right there. Jayme should get rid of that 18 and power up that 19.
That's a big moment. If he wins this leg to make it 7-6,
there's that power shot.
Pressure starts.
Big shot right there. Brad's good on that 17. Triple right here might change things a little bit. Nah, that second dart got caught up in the first dart, pulled itself up. At that point, you need a triple to fall, and here comes that triple.
Well, another 8 mark. Back to being frosty, which makes sense for them being in Wisconsin in March, I guess.
Are we going to have Are we going to tie up 7-7? Is it 7-6 or 7-5?
No, it's 7-5. Mooney,
7-5. Okay.
These eyes.
I've gotten old.
What do you mean gotten old? You've been old since I've known you.
Yeah.
All right. That's okay, Mooney. When it was Nick, Will, and I was by far the oldest. So I appreciate you being here.
Boy, there's a... No, he doesn't have darts in hand, but boy, he could really do some damage on the bull.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe change a wedge or two.
Do you like him going out a wedge here?
No, I like him going all bull.
Try to get out 3 wedges.
Try to get out in front where if maybe he opens a window, then I got a 3-dart close for the win, but he needs another one. He needs that triple to fall. I think he needs to stay there for another triple. Didn't get it, but I would have stayed there, even though it takes darts out of hand.
So now, if you're Brad, you stay on bulls the entire time, right? Try to get that separation.
And if Brad went double bull, I would shoot at a wedge. But it's only, look how many points are so close. I mean, Jayme just simply's got to hit the 19. A trip 19 here, and he can close the game out in 2 darts. Brad didn't get enough bullseyes to force him to stay on the 19 longer.
And with 3 wedges, you can be aggressive here if you're Jayme. Yeah,
and that's what he did. I think he should stay on the bull. I'd get a mark on there. Get the door open.
That'll work too.
It's no harm, no foul, and that's perfectly fine. More pressure on Brad, who's only shooting 4 this leg, to throw more bulls. He's not got any doubles. That time he did.
How about the point lead? He got it back, but only by 4. B-Rat is being a B-Rat tonight when it comes to losing legs. He is kicking and screaming. If his opponent's going to win the leg, Brad's going to fight the entire way. Just like that.
Single bull, double bull. Yeah. 4 19s needed.
There it is.
Reset, relax, go up, game shot.
And pins it. Makes it count with a double.
That's an experienced player right there for you. He didn't rush that third shot. He knew he needed 4. He got the point lead. He took his time. Went back, looked like it's going to be a brand new start to the board. Got himself set. Double bull game shot. 7-6.
Yeah, you never want to rush what you said. But you don't want to rush that dart either. Brad opens up with a 7 mark again. Again, now it's his throw. And he still has that separation, Moon, to make it up 2 with 3 legs to play. This is the most important leg of the match so far, and I know that's not something that I have to even say out loud. That's just a known thing here. By the way, the one thing that I say all the time, Mooney, is I also combine shot and dart. And it always comes out that way. And it's the most annoying thing of all time because you're like, really? I said that again? I've said it multiple times. Multiple times.
To the 18s, gonna have to mark it twice. It's not a time for Jayme to have a slow leg. Brad's had the lead in this leg, and he can power up that 20. Get rid of that 18s. He can grab 17s. He's in full control.
He's moving.
Once this leg.
He's staying.
No,
Tap of the 20.
Good shot up on top. Frustrate your opponent. Make him think he's got to throw more than he has in his hand.
Well, Jayme has 6 in his hand.
You can only throw 3.
I mean, technically. He can throw all
7.
6, but 3 of them won't count.
Trip 17.
Oh.
Trip 16. Somebody's
Huge.
coming alive.
And the aggressive play after missing on the trip 22 on the first start, he pretended like he hit it.
Don't let that bother you. Stay there. Yeah, I know. I get it. Underneath, outside wire.
And Brad looking more and more likely to be one leg away from the victory tonight. And a spot in the king seat where he will play the winner of Dwayne Johansson or or Todd Wigman next week. But he still has to get the job done here, doesn't he?
Nice turn on the bulls.
I don't think I've seen a player stack bull shots like he does as consistently as he does.
He's good on the bulls. He's really consistent on that bullseye. And I can see where Jayme has tried to stay away from that and put up a lot more points than may others would have. But he is good on that bull. He's not afraid to hammer it down. Speaking of hammer, this needs to be a good open on that 20s. You can't let Brad get powered up on the other segments.
Yeah, 4's not going to be enough on what you just talked about, but 2 is definitely not enough. And
2's could be a killer.
Right away, with the way Brad's hitting 7 marks, I think you're exactly right there. Because there's the first start triple once again. Oh, fine.
There's
6 of them.
6th open.
Jayme's got to win the last 3.
Oh, kill shot. Now that was a good way to get rid of that 20, even though it's had two marks on it. But Brad can close the 19s. Normally will open the 18s, but no, first start, he's confident.
Man, look at this. Well, boom goes the Wisconsinite. Brad hits another 9 mark in a big moment here.
That was a big timing shot. That was a big turn.
And Todd, the one time he tunes in, I say the name Chris for no reason. Insane. Thanks, Todd.
Hi, Todd. To the 17s. Sometimes you just need 3.
And I like how he went at the double, but he also was safe on the double, you know? Needs all of them. Oh. And when you're a 7 mark hitter and you need all of them, it's always a frustration.
There's an aggressive shot on the 18s. I'm sorry, the 16s. Two single marks on the 18. Normally he stays there, but that shot on the 16s forces Kopp right to the 15s. He has got to hit them all.
I bet he 7 marks
triple.
Oh, he went at the 18s. That's not bad.
He wanted that triple 15 to take a look at that 18, even though he still took a shot at it. That's why he bounced forward, because he wanted it.
Oh, this
And
is
somebody's going to punish him for it.
someone has. Impressed, to say the least.
Man, these guys are good.
Both of them.
These guys are good. Both of them. They have both been excellent to watch. Good players.
And
there's
Brad,
that big double bull out of Brad.
You can call it. That's effectively what? You're supposed to say coffin shot there, Moon, but that's all right. Whatever.
Oh, effectively that was a coffin shot. I was looking at another double bull out of his hand.
Oh, I just mean like for the entire match, that was a coffin shot. For the match. And there it is. A masterful display from Brad Gollon.
What a match.
What a
game out of both these guys. It was fun to see them swing. It's fun to see them challenge each other, and it's also when one of them made a mistake, the other one punished. It was great.
Plus, 9-6 is definitely the closest match I think Haley's ever had. So, a really good match overall between our two talented players. But Brad Gollon is our first person to the King Seat match. Guaranteed at least top 3 in the CSC Challenger Series, going towards that big prize of $2,500. And the TOC voucher on top of that. That being said, Jayme just moves over to the 5th, 6th spot. He's 2 matches away from maybe playing Brad again if Brad does not win that King Seat. But my goodness, Division 2 continues to rise to the cream of the crop and rise to the top, right? And it's just what they're doing. Brad was phenomenal tonight. I think Jayme beats most other players, right?
You got to give both these guys credit. First, Brad, you're up 5-2. Jayme stayed true and came back and got within, I believe it's 7-5, 7-6. I can't
7-6
exactly how 7-6. But he battled back where, and the other thing of it is they both took their challenging shots. They both made sure that they powered out some legs, and then last but not least, the triple in the beginning for a lot of Brads is the tell of the tape. But Brad Gollon also double bulled first start several times, and he also hit several bulls to either stay in the leg or gain the lead in the leg and then capture the leg. It's impressive to watch.
Yeah, I mean, powerhouse and scrappy. That's a tough combination, and that's usually the type of combination that wins our Division 2 tournament. So Brad Gollon into the King Seat match. Will he take on either Todd Wigman, Thunder Bunny, or Dwayne Johansson? You're going to have to find out next Wednesday. But before that, Monday, Mooney, is another Wisconsinite. Some would argue the best Wisconsinite currently in the state altogether, Mr. Sean Cafflish, as he takes on, Eminem, Mr. Mike Maloney, to see if Mike can make another King Seat match. The winner of that one will get Leonard Gates in that King Seat match. And we know Monday was insano, but we are here to see who's gonna battle through and make it in Division 1. I'm looking forward to that match a lot. Last season, Sean Cafflish took Mike Maloney to a last leg decider. Will that happen again this season? I think that Sean's only gotten better.
He's a fantastic player to watch. Maloney has got the pedigree, and Cafflish has got the game. Pick your player.
Fireworks. That could be fireworks on Monday. So we hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mooney, again, always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. You're over here. Always a pleasure. I enjoy it every time.
Yeah, thank you very much for letting me come in as a guest commentator again this season. Always here, happy to help. And, we'll see you next time down the road, my friend.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will see you Monday. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your week. Take care.